Good morning. It's Yariv. Shalom. And I am sharing the first review video that I want you guys to take a look at. I have two goals I want to do with this one. A, make the videos a little cooler, so let me know if that works. And two, keep the videos really short. So I'm going to try to keep this one to under 7 minutes. So let's go. I want you to do a few things this week. One is review what we learned, and you're going to see this in the upcoming slides that I'm going to walk through. So we're going to get there in a second. The second is I want you guys to really focus on what you're weak on. So if you see that there is a letter that's giving you a hard time, write that down. Make sure you know that's a hard letter for you. If there's a vowel that you're never remembering, is that an A or an A? Write that down. Put that to the side. I want you to walk away and come back, but I want you to do that a lot. So instead of saying, let me find an hour a week, which is going to be impossible to do Hebrew, if you can find 10 minutes 3 times a week, that's better. If you can find 5 minutes 5 days a week, even better still, right? Small chunks win. This video is going to be a small chunk example. I want you guys to have fun. Check out an app called Duolingo. It's got a nice Hebrew setting. If you have a phone, mom and dad have a phone, it's a good reason to take the phone from mom and dad or your phone, put an app on it, call Duolingo, and start playing around with Hebrew. And Duolingo is going to take you through the process. It's a very intuitive kind of thing. It's more about talking and sort of getting your ear ready to hear Hebrew, but it's fun. I put a couple of links here. One for placement mat that you guys can get on Amazon, and it's going to look like this. And the other is for flashcards, which are very much the kind of flashcards that I use. It's not letting me link off it. And the other is flashcards that I use a lot in art classes. So you're going to recognize these. They're the flashcards that have the little circle reel on the bottom, right, with the vowels. But between the flashcards and the placemat, get them, right? They're fun. They keep Hebrew in front of you. Like Duolingo, they're not kind of high stress and stuff like that. So try to do that. Show this video to your folks if you need them to kind of get on their Amazon accounts and score these 2 items for you. And the last thing is, and we started this conversation, but this is going to be something I'm going to expect from you guys to have ready, which is think of a hill, not a big mountain, just a small hill that you want to conquer. So that could be prayers for Hanukkah, prayers for Passover. That could be a book that you want to be able to, basic, right, read in Hebrew. It could, and I'll find it, right? Like we'll make that work. That could be knowing how to have more of a conversation. It could be a lot of different things, but I want it to be yours. I want it to be Gabriel's, Gabriella's, and Alexa's. I want it to be personal for you and mean something for you. So small chunks win. Score some fun items, whether digital like Duolingo or non-digital like the flashcards and placemats. And think of a small hill that you want to conquer. So let's get into review quickly. You guys by this stage know the letters. And we're going to run through these letters now. Print this out. You can have it on a placemat. You can print this out. But make sure it's in front of you so you can look at it. But the letters 22, right? Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Daled, Hey, Vav, Zain, Chet, Tet, Yud, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ein, Pei, Tzadi, Kuf, Resh, Shin או Sin, Taf. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Daled, Hey, Vav, Zain, Chet, Tet, Yud, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ein, Pei, Tzadi, Kuf, Resh, Shin or Sin, Taf. A few things to remember about these letters. The first is the letters Bet, Kaf, and Pei. Bet, if there's a dot inside, it's a hard. It's a B. If there isn't, it's a V. Kaf, same thing. If there's a dot inside, it's a K. If there isn't, it's a Ch. then it sounds exactly like the chit. Just like the v, the bit without the dot, sounds like the vav. And pe. If it's hard, it's a p. If it's not, it's a f sound, like an f. Remember that. Remember also that a bunch of the letters have what we call sofit, like the version of that letter at the end of a word. Easily, a sofit will only happen at the end of the word, right? You will never see a nun sofit in the beginning of the word. You'll see a regular nun, not a nun sofit. You will never see a mem sofit in the beginning of the word, right? You will only see it at the end of a word. So if you're seeing that letter and you're like, is that a mem or is that a samich? If it's in the beginning of the word, by default, it's a samich. It cannot be a mem sofit, right? Like you just eliminated that option. But remember that those two kind of quirks. Remember aleph and hey, which can be hard, especially if they appear at the end of a word or at the end of a consonant, where they're silent, right? And they won't say, or you won't sound them out. You're not going to say ahava ha, right? It's ahava. At the end, there's a hey. Ahava means love, but you won't say ahava ha, right? The other quick review is the vav, right? The vav sounds like a V, but it also functions as a vowel. So if there's a dot above the vav, it's an o. If there's a dot in the middle of a vav, it's an u. And the last one is the most beautiful letter of the Hebrew alphabet, the yud, yariv, sounds like a Y. And it also functions like a Y. Just like Y is also a consonant and a vowel, yud, if it's together, could be an EE kind of sound, like a vowel sounding letter, right? So 22 letters, beged kefet, but especially the bet, kaf, and pe, the sofit, the letters at the end, aleph, hey, and vav. Vowels, quick review again, and this is a video you want to watch a few times. If there's a plus or a minus underneath the letter, it's an ah, right? These two, ah. If there are any two dots that go sideways, like the two dots that go sideways, or the three that go sideways, but there are two that go sideways within it, that's an eh, like an EH. If there's two dots, one above the other, it's an like mud or run. It's that sound. And if there's a single dot, like this one, it's an E, okay? Three dots going sideways is an U, just like the vav with a dot is an U. And the vav with an O, again, with a dot on top is an O. All the rest, all these funky ones, for all intents and purposes, if they have only dots, are E. If they have any lines in them, like this, the plus, or this one, is an A. Okay? A couple of the words that we started to review as well. And this might be a good time to kind of pause the video, go get a glass of water, do some push-ups, think of life, take a breather, and we're back. See what I did? A couple of the words that I want to review. I say shalom a lot. Shalom means hello, it means goodbye, it means peace, it means a lot of things. Again, Hebrew is a really efficient language where one word means a lot of different things. Just like one letter can mean different things depending on the context. Shalom. Toda. Thank you. Slicha. Sorry or excuse me, which should be spelled correctly in English. Bevakasha. You're welcome. So there's a bit, which you see here. And then the actual word, bakasha, which is your please. Bakasha means a request, really, but it's a request. It's sort of I'm asking for permission. I'm giving you welcome. Kin, which is yes. Lo, which is no. Lamed aleph. Again, the aleph here is silent. It's not la'a. It's lo. And there should be a little dot here, and that dot fell off to sort of save space. Ani, me. Ani aviv. You, and here the language starts splitting into male and female, masculine and feminine words. For a girl, you would say at. At Alexa, or at Gabriela. Ata, Gabriel. To the male, ata. At, ata. similar to the your. איך קוראים לך, לך. What is your name? איך, what? קוראים, name, לך, your. And for a female, לך. איך קוראים לך, אלכסה? איך קוראים לך, גבריאלה? איך קוראים לך, גבריאל? אני, יריב. קוראים לי, יריב. שלום, תודה, סליחה, בבקשה, כן, לא, אני, את או אתה, לך או לך. Okay? That's it for now. A little more than 7 minutes. Review these, walk away, come back, all that kind of good stuff. Make sure you get some fun digital like Duolingo and non-digital like the placemat and the flashcards to help you out. And with that, I'm going to sign out. I'm going to say Boker Tov, good morning, Shalom, goodbye, and Nitra'eh, we will see each other, Nitra'eh, Bashi'ur Haba, in the next lesson. Shalom.